Hi, and welcome to the first ever episode of Track Shorts, where we talk about everything track and field. My name's Peter Rossignol and I'm an athletics coach based in Kent. I've been coaching since the age of 16, so probably 24 years, 25 years if I can do my maths right. Just turned 41 just before Christmas. And I love athletics, which is why I'm starting this weekly chat, conversation, debate about athletics. Now, I did write loads of notes beforehand. I was almost going to have a script, and then every time I tried it, I mucked up. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to write a script. I'm just going to take it as it comes, and I'm going to say whatever I say. They're going to call me One Take Pete. Now, my aim of this is to drop a video every week, okay, for as long as I can. Now, I've heard and I've read that if you do something 29 times, it becomes a habit. So if I can hit 29 videos over 29 weeks, then hopefully it will become a habit and I'll get more used to talking to a camera, and it won't be so awkward as it feels now. So I'm sitting in my front bedroom, my front room, with my dog curled up over there. He did come up and have a little cuddle just now, but he was a bit weird. He weirded out about the camera, so he's now laying down there like a good boy, and I'll show you him a bit later. So I'm not going to waffle too much, but it's better to waffle and get myself used to the camera, and then we can talk about athletics. So a little bit about me. Started coaching when I was 16, I've already said. Started off with junior athletics, set up a club called Juros Juniors, helped establish that at the Juros Stadium up until I went to university in Staffordshire. Then I worked voluntary throughout my university course with UK Athletics, and I was part of the policy and support team for development. So I worked with the development department at the time, headed up by Adam Walker, and a great team at the time, which gave me a real insight into athletics, kind of at the highest level. I also coached junior athletics in Stafford whilst I was at university, working with a great coach, Graham Maddox, whose daughter was a top 400 metre hurdler. Now I can't remember her name. I'm sure someone will be able to remind me. Kerry Maddox, that was it. So again, I learned a lot from him. Following university, I came back to Ashford and started coaching with the junior section at Ashford Athletics Club, and also running holiday programs, Star Track Athletics, which was a brilliant concept, which I started as an 11-year-old. When I started in athletics, I came through Star Track and then joined my local club. And then from doing Star Track, we set up like a session with the local council with my wife, Claire, called Track Stars. And from there, we kind of developed a group of athletes, which we went on to coach for Invictus East Kent, and also they went on to compete for Ashford. Main kind of ethos for the group was to have fun, to enjoy it, and they did enjoy it. We had some good laughs, and they did perform really well. So got some athletes, a number of athletes to English schools level. One of them finished 4th in the English schools in triple jump, went off to the UK School Games, came 5th in the UK School Games, won a medals in the relay at UK School Games. So yeah, it was a real good learning curve. The dog's now coming up to join me. So this is Chester. As I said, he let me just show you him. There you go, there he is, having a look around. But yeah, he'll probably help out a little bit from now on out, from week to week, depending on when I'm doing these videos. But hopefully I'll be able to release one a week, and we can go from there. Now, I'm feeling a bit more confident talking to this camera, because I'm talking crap, but it's pretty good. So where was I? I was talking about our group, wasn't I? Yeah, our group back in Canterbury. So yeah, we got them to English school standard, and we coached them through from kind of 9, 10-year-olds all the way through to seniors, competing at a decent level, county championships, multiple winners, and South of England finalists, English schools finalists. And yeah, we really enjoyed coaching. We still do. Um, Obviously, lots of them, went off, did other things, or went off to university. Um, some of them kept competing, some of them didn't. Now, where am I going with this? Well, I am going to talk about kind of my ethos around coaching. Okay, and this is something I've developed myself with my wife Claire. We were very much a partnership coaching team. We worked together well, and we still do. Although she's taken a little break from coaching whilst we've had a family. But our ethos about athletics coaching is to develop the person and not just the athlete. So you're thinking, well, what does that mean? Yeah, we're athletics coaches, and we coach athletics, primarily sprints and jumps, and we want to get them to a highest level they can be. But first and foremost, we want to develop them as a person, to be the best person that they can be. That's what we want to do. If we can make someone a better person or the best version of themselves, then we've succeeded. It doesn't matter where they come in athletics or how highly they're ranked, or whether they represent England, Kent, or their club. If they have become the best person that they can be, we have succeeded as coaches. So, I'll give you an example. We had one athlete who was very, very shy to start with, didn't say anything, quite nervous, timid. People would say, well done, and they would say, yeah, thanks. Wouldn't really engage in conversation, just kind of very, very shy. But through the time that we worked with this athlete, they grew in confidence. They grew as a person. They kind of become more engaging with people. That you could see their self-esteem was just completely different to the person that we started off with, and it was brilliant to see. And that person went on to succeed at university and become. I think she got the highest grade in her year for her degree out of the whole university. And then went on to do brilliant things in sport, and we're super proud of them, of how they've become a great person. Taking away what they've done in sport, they are an amazing person. They've done really well, and just to see that development makes me proud. It makes Claire proud. It makes us feel like we've done what we want them to do. So really, yeah, our ethos is to develop the person more than the athlete. So really, really simple. I want all the athletes I coach to go away and use what they've learned from being from athletics to succeed in life. Whether that's getting a job, making a family, whatever they're going to do. If our athletics coaching can help that, that's what it's all about. People can win medals, they can have brilliant times and be ranked number one and go to the Olympics. But if we can make them the best person and the best version of themselves, then we've succeeded. So that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. Is kind of the background and my ethos around athletics. And hopefully you found it interesting. What I'd like to see is, if anyone's watching this video, if there's no one watching it, oh well, I'm sure someone will watch it next week or next year or 10 years time, whatever. But if anyone is watching, drop us a comment, ask us a question, ask us, suggest something that we can talk about. Suggest what athletics topics you'd like us to discuss or me to discuss. If there's any people you want us to interview, just stick it on a comment, drop us a message, and we'll do our best to answer them questions. I've got a few topics in my mind that I'm going to kind of talk about in the future, especially around competition, long-term athlete development, fundamentals. What else am I going to talk about? Probably athletes' mental health, my perception on that, how, there's so many things I can talk about. As I said, I've got a passion for athletics. When I was 11, I said to my parents, I wanted to promote sport and I wanted to promote athletics. And, I've done that and I'm doing that as we speak. So, I hope you've enjoyed this very off-the-cuff video. As I say, I'm going to try and get a video out every week. Chester might get a little bit more involved, but at the moment he's just having a little sleep. Probably because he's got an operation that he's having tomorrow, but we won't talk about that. But hopefully he'll be right as rain after that. And thanks for listening and for watching. As I said, if you've got any questions or any ideas for discussion on athletics, drop us a message. If you haven't already subscribe to the video and click like. Definitely, I will see you next week. Thanks for listening, and sorry for the waffle.